Price is wrong. Well, it might be. We don't know. We're about to taste 6 wines. One of them is $100 plus. The rest of them are sub $25. I've always considered myself a bit of a guru at this game because I don't drink a lot of expensive wine. So anything that tastes like I haven't had it before, that's probably going to be the expensive one. Let's see how I go doing it. We've got Henry joining us. I'm Henry, but also other Henry, the Spirits Henry, who hangs out sometime. Noah's going to be here as well. So hopefully at least one of us can find the expensive person in the lineup. And in this case, people are wine. Yes. Let's go.
Our favorite game, spot the $100 bottle. 5 wines under 25 bucks, 1 over $100. Let's go.
Wine number 1. It is in fact white. I'm really glad
It's like a white wine, nothing to write home about.
It's not really screaming any particular varietal at me just on the look. It's heading in that Riesling-esque direction.
Sauv Blanc-y.
Ooh, yeah, bright, juicy, fun, just screams Sauvignon Blanc.
Yep, it's definitely Sauvignon Blanc. High acidity, really thin palate shape.
Kind of reminds me of like either Adelaide Hills Sauvignon Blanc or Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc. It's
Quite a savoury finish. If it was Riesling, I'd be sort of expecting a little bit higher acid, potentially in like the Shannon ballpark here.
And it's not terrible, like it's not that bad. To be frank, I wish it was a little bit colder. A little bit of complexity missing for some stuff that I'd really like to drink.
I definitely think that this is a $25 and less wine. That's not to say that it isn't well made. I would pay $23 for it. I would get 6.
$22 bottles or something like that, 22. And I will grab just the one.
I think that's a $30 bottle of wine, pardon me. I have 6 of them.
This is one for the friends and family. This is one to just like give to them. They'll enjoy it. Wine number 2, yeah, a little bit golder.
Yeah, it's looking a bit more like Pismeme.
Smells like old oak. There's a little bit of a vanilla characteristic on the nose as well, leaning towards Chardonnay.
Certainly smells like Chardonnay. Medium quality to low quality oak.
So a little bit more oak, a little bit more like stone fruit, a bit of nuttiness.
There's definitely been some wood thrown at this, but I don't think it's that real money oak.
It tastes great. That's a really good little wine.
Nice structure, really lovely acidity, really thoughtful oak contact. I think this is Chard.
Really lovely kind of white stone fruit there as well. Reminds me of like a bit of like Yarra Valley style Chardonnay. I reckon this is like a nice $25 Yarra Chard. Grab half a dozen of these.
I would pay like $45 for this bottle. And again, I'd be taking 6.
I reckon that's a $20 bottle of wine. And I'll have 3 of those.
No think, just drink really high quality, like really good entry level style Chardonnay.
That's a banging wine. Once I've had all of them, I'll pick the $100 bottle out of the lineup. I'm not getting schooled or fooled again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, you're just taking advantage of a vulnerable man.
Wine number 3, rosé. I don't think this is going to be the $100 bottle.
Yeah, beyond salmon, starting to go to that real orange kind of color, if you can see.
Please be rosé. If it's not rosé, yum.
Chateau Neuf de, ooh, money. Okay, we're running into another thing here, which is sometimes weird shit is expensive. And this smells weird.
There's something going on here. This is quite strange. There's some nice kind of like rhubarb.
Kind of reminds me of Very Weird Wine Project.
Immediately this feels like the $100 bottle, which there's got so much complexity and it's all really well balanced.
Okay, it's either really good rosé and I don't get it, or it's either not my favorite rosé in the world.
Doesn't really taste of rosé either. Unless something jumps out in the next 3 red wines, I'm gonna take a stab and say that's the expensive one just because it's so confusing.
I think that's a $25 bottle and below.
A lovely kind of beautiful purity of fruits all there. I'm gonna like hedge my bets and put this as the $100 bottle. I definitely want 6.
I don't know how to describe this. You're gonna have to check it out for yourself. You can always get 10% off these wines with different drop if you're in Australia. I only need 1 bottle of it. I'm gonna tentatively put 100 in.
This is like a $22 bottle. I'd get 3. I'm an occasional rosé drinker.
This could be something like very unique, but I really like it. I think it's really good.
Red wine, plummy red, sort of light, looks like it could be juicy.
Lighter to medium bodied red wine. Definitely got like, you know, kind of GSM energy. So it could be like Syrah-ish.
Love that smell. Oh wow, yeah.
It's tough to like pick the expensive bottle. This is the other thing about expensive bottles of wine. It all is contextual to markets.
Fine tannins, definitely feels very Italian. Could even be Sangiovese.
Okay. Pretty oak dominant finish on that.
That is fun, affordable Pinot. Bright cherries, grippy, got a bit of like fun strawberry rhubarb thing going on.
I reckon this is cheap. I reckon that's a $20 bottle of wine. I only need one of those as well. I'm being mean this week. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as thirsty this morning, but I'm not buying as much wine as I usually do.
Yeah, definitely a bargain, but I'm gonna grab 3 bottles. I think that's pretty good.
That's a $20 bottle of Pinot Noir.
Wine number 5, not too dissimilar color from the last wine.
A little bit deeper in color than the previous wine.
It smells quite high in alcohol as well.
Definitely like a bit of hands-off work here. Got a bit of that kind of VA character. Got this like a bright, lifted aromatic. So I think the VA is not really intrusive to the smell.
It smells like raspberry jam, dude. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of good times.
Really delicious and juicy. This is perfect like summertime chilled red for sure.
It really makes me think of Shiraz in many ways, shapes and forms. Straightforward linear tannin too.
I don't think it's going to be expensive once again. I'll have another 6 bottles of it. I reckon you can pick that up for $20.
I think it's definitely in that $25 verse. I'd grab half a dozen of that quite comfortably.
I'd be paying like $22 a bottle and I'd get 3.
It's probably my favorite of the wines that we've had so far today.
And then one more wine. To me, this could be the $100 bottle.
Okay, maybe this is a bit more serious.
This honestly smells a little bit like the Asian supermarkets in the central market. Like when you walk in and there's just like all of these wild aromas in there that you're not really familiar with, but it smells fantastic and you can't wait to get home and fuck up a recipe that you found online based on all the ingredients that you buy and you've got no idea what they do.
Certainly smells quite like elegant, like very refined. Beautiful kind of like very Pinot-esque style.
This is making me think GSM. This is making me think Côte d'Aron.
The tannins are beautifully integrated. There's a nice kind of lick of oak here. The fruit's just like fresh and racy.
Tell you what, none of these wines are screaming money at me, which means
I think this is probably like $24 a bottle. I'd get 6.
Look, I think it's a great wine. I think it's fantastic. At $25, I'm definitely buying 12 of this. I think it's probably the best wine of the lineup for me.
once again, don't think it's expensive. We'll put $20 on it. I'll have another 6 of them.
I was thinking wine number 3 is my 100. All really good and drinkable, but let's see what the boys think.
It'll all come out in the wash. Hopefully that rosé did end up being expensive. Talk to you soon. $1 bills, y'all. We're trying to taste the $100 bottle out of the lineup of sub 25 the rest of the way. Scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel, Henry?
I think I'm a 6. Actually, I think I'm a 6.
No?
I think you're a 10, Henry, but...
Wine number 1 is not the bottle that I think is worth $100.
Absolutely not.
No way.
Liked it though.
It's pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
It's Sauvignon Blanc, and it does
Yep.
exactly what it needs to do. Yeah.
Oh my god. I was going purely on taste, not nose, as it turns out, because that does smell a lot like Sauv Blanc as we now get to it.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it had a little bit too savoury
Yeah.
finish for Sauv B, but I'm probably way off. I did like it though. Give me 6 bottles of it. I'll spend $30.
I'm happy with 22 for 1. I liked it, but I don't need it.
Interesting. How many?
See, I find it really funny that you guess $30 as well, or that you pay $30 for it when we know that it's $25 or less.
I started early on by going, I'm not going to play that game. I'm going to say what I think the wines are worth.
Okay, yeah.
But I do like that.
Yeah, that's yep, 100%. Well, I thought it was $23 and I'd get 6. I think this is one of those wines which you could like pair with a ton of food, and it's also
Yeah.
like a no guilt giveaway wine.
Yeah.
Those are wines which are highly valuable to me.
Exactly. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Let's find out how much it costs.
Tahbilk, Marsanne,
Marsanne.
2023, $19.
$19.
It certainly doesn't look like a $100 buy.
Give me the sweetest rap you know about Marsanne, Noah.
Well, it's a southern French white variety,
Cool.
generally used as blends. Tahbilk have been kind of big on these varieties for a long period of time, and yeah, I never really enjoy them. But your call of Chenin Blanc is actually closer than our call of Sauvignon Blanc.
Coming back around.
But I will say that the yeast that they've used to make this is the same one most Sauvignon Blanc things. So it makes that particular strain of yeast makes everything taste like Sauvignon Blanc.
Wine number 2. This is Old Oak Chardonnay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely got some. It's definitely Chardonnay, but it's definitely had some work done.
Yeah, and this is what actually made me think that this could be the $100 bottle
Okay.
of wine. Simply because when it comes to valuation of wine, and no, I think you taught me this more than anyone else. No offense, Henry. The valuation of wine has way more to do with what the market is saying things are worth than what winemaking says it's worth.
Okay.
So this could be White Berg and could be $100 a bottle. Like, this reminds me of some pretty stonkingly good White Bergs that I've had in the past, and nothing else in this lineup. I wasn't blown away by anything else in the lineup.
just doesn't feel old world to me.
Okay.
It's just like fruit's a bit riper. I see completely where you're coming from.
I had $20 on this one.
Okay.
I thought that, tell me if I'm misguided here, but it tasted like oak, but
Yep.
it didn't taste enough like vanilla for it to be expensive new oak. So I was like, cheap,
Yeah.
old oak, Chardonnay.
Yeah, I was half a dozen for 25. I really liked it. Like, I think it's a good wine, but if it's anything north than 25, I'm like, yeah, give it
I
this.
thought it was half a dozen.
Could be
$45. I thought this could be the $100 bottle.
I like it.
Let's find out. This is
cheap.
$20 Chardonnay.
How good?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Wickhams Road.
From the Yay Valley.
Yeah Valley.
Yeah, Valley. Yeah, it's like a football team.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, we went to the different drug warehouse the other week and we saw pallets of this stuff.
Yeah, they are moving this.
they are pumping through it.
Which makes sense for a $20 Chardonnay. Like, we all noticed it was Chardonnay.
Yes.
It's not weird. It's like straight down the middle, $20.
This is essentially declassified Hoddles Creek.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's a reputable producer, and this is their like real entry level to it.
All right, wine number 3. Now this is where I took my moonshot because I was like, it's rosé,
Yeah.
but it's not just like every other rosé that I've ever had. So maybe there's some weird shit going on here. Maybe it's some French rosé that I'm not aware of. The color on it wasn't quite as salmon pinky. It looked a little bit more orange to me. Your smile is making me think that you think it's skin contact Pinot Gris, which is terrifying.
Mate, I'm in the exact same boat as you. I feel the exact same way. Like, it could be skin contact something or other, but there's some like sneaky complexity here that I'm just like, this might be like a bit of an oddball, like, you know, really high-end Provençal like rosé that's been brought in that's like fucking really cool.
I fucking hate rosé like this.
Yeah.
I really, really, really didn't enjoy this, and that's why I either thought it was either $100, but I guessed it was like $20.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's just not a rosé for me.
Yeah, it's not a rosé for me either. I bought one bottle of it, but I thought it was worth
Yeah.
$100 sort of thing.
I'm half a dozen on this because I think it's really fun. Again, I prefer the more basic style of rosé. I'm with you there in the weeds.
Let's see
Yeah.
if it's the $100.
Come on,
or if
boys.
someone's- It is Craving.
Yeah.
Yes! Let's go! 115, Tempranillo, Clos de Cibonne. That's pronounced correctly.
Close
Close
to
Clos de Cibonne.
Yeah, no, we had this wine when we were with the Different Drop Boys a couple of weeks ago, but we had the entry level. This is their top end. I prefer the regular one, but I can see the complexity here. It's interesting. It's really good fun. Amazing food friendly style of wine. But yeah, for $115, it's definitely very interesting and cool. But
I think it's super contemplative. I think you really have to like take this wine very seriously.
Yeah.
This for me is like a Jura drinker's rosé.
exactly right.
And,
Yeah,
like,
100%.
To be honest with you, I'm a Jura drinker's Jura. I don't want to like.
Stain your
Great.
lane.
I'm really stoked. It's not my kind of.
Not to your
Not my
taste.
speed. Yeah.
Wine number 4. All right, so we know that we've got 3 cheap red wines here. Did we enjoy the reds?
Mixed bag.
Yeah. First one I was not super hot on.
This is my least favorite of them as well.
It smelt big. It's got that sort of like plummy sort of color to it. I thought it was a little bit green and stemmy, so I was going down the Cabernet path, but could have got very lost along the way. As I said, not my style of wine, so I want one bottle of it for $20.
Yeah, look, I said it's $20 as well. I thought this was like a really simply made Pinot. Like really good, like, oh, you don't know anything about wine, but welcome to my house and here's some Pinot Noir, and they won't be surprised, and you won't be surprised, and you won't feel guilty giving it away. So that's why I actually liked it and bought 6.
Yeah.
This feels quite Italian to me. It's just like got this rusticity to it, this structure.
Did you have a guess on the variety?
I went
Just
Sangiovese.
something Italian?
I went Sangiovese, yeah.
Dude, we're all over the spot here. I'm just glad you didn't go Pinot. Wine number 4 is $25. Bordeaux Superior.
Yeah, so this could be a blend of a bunch of different things, likely Cabernet and Merlot. So you are the winner here. Well done.
Just.
Fuck, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, this is just like basic, you know, like easy drinking Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Yeah, for $25.
Yeah.
Not bad. Style of
But
wine.
see, it's also like, for me, Bordeaux is way more extracted and way more juicy, but maybe that's because I'm not drinking the entry level.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
right,
must be
mate.
nice. Big dog.
That makes it an even better cannon fodder wine because you'd be like, oh, actually,
Yeah, just like-
Bordeaux.
We're gonna drink some Bordeaux
You know what I mean?
tonight. Don't tell them the price.
Yeah, don't tell them.
It looks fancy.
It does
it's
look fancy.
It's probably more approachable than the really over-extracted reds of Bordeaux as well.
And you can
so-
actually afford them and buy them.
Wine number 5. Gamay?
That was my gut feeling as well. But $25 Gamay is pretty wild.
I thought it was Shiraz.
Yeah, I wanted 6 of them. I thought it had this like
It's got
sour
that
thing.
Shiraz spicy thing to it as well. I see that. Because it doesn't have the muscle that I expect from like a Aussie style Shiraz or something like that. Could be anything. Could be a blend. Could be like GSM-y.
I didn't mind it though. I wanted 6 of them.
So did I.
I'll pay $20 for it.
25 for me.
Yeah, I wanted 3 and 22.
Good.
Yeah, cool.
Is Rioja Tempranillo.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's a Tempranillo that I actually enjoy. It's not a variety that I'm particularly fond of, but
Fancy that.
Yeah. Again, I'm used to Tempranillo as being a bit more meaty.
yeah, a bit more
You know?
savory, definitely a bit more oak. It's definitely kind of a bit more of a youthful style, which I appreciate.
Licorice all sorts are label. Wine number 6 now. I was back in sort of Grenache, medium weight, medium bodied sort of territory, but you guys, I feel, went heavier. What did you think of it?
No, I mean, I thought it was Grenache territory. I actually thought like Côte d'Aron, so I thought GSM.
I honestly thought it was Pinot when I first tasted it. I was like light, bright, vibrant. Now tasting it again, it definitely feels more Grenache. And honestly, for $25, I reckon this is great.
Yeah.
This is really cool. This is probably like wine of the lineup for me.
Pretty bang on. I wouldn't be against it being wine of the lineup. I think that's sort of the nature of a lot of the wines that we're drinking. We've got a weird rosé, and then we've got a bunch of great value for money. Honestly, I think that out of the lot of them, this is probably one that I could.
This is the one that I'd go to and drink the most of, to be perfectly frank.
It is LDR.
Light dry red Pinot
Noir
Sans Shiraz. But yeah, cool, delicious, easy drinking little red wine. Chill it down, have a good time. It's good fun.
100%. As a chilled red wine this summer, fucking full set. Leave those post stamps.
BBQ wine.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
a lot of chillable wines in that lineup. So, are we going to call Nick Spencer's?
I'm happy to call it that. I think that's really good.
I think that's one of the lineup. Even though the Curio of the Clos, what is it? It's
Cibonne from Clos, Cibonne.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
I mean,
amazing, cool wine. I definitely would grab a bunch and like see how it ages as well. But
okay.
it's pretty wacko.
Yeah, bit too wacky for me, but that LDR is absolutely stunning for the price point.
Yeah, that's a very specific use case. This is a very broad use case.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's not 80-20, it's like 99-1.
Yeah. People pleaser, person pleaser.
Person, please.
Hello!
Exactly. All right. Well, Henry, thanks so much for stepping in this week.
No worries,
As
man.
ever. We'll get you back on some other time, but until then, catch you guys.
See you later.
Ciao.